Hey guys, David Josephsberg here. Just wanted to send a quick video along to give you a little info about how the class will go down and about breathwork in general, so you're not freaked out on the day. If you've never taken my class before, please watch this. I'll definitely reiterate most of this before class, but it's good to get your brain ready about what will happen during class. So the breathwork that I do is called conscious connected breathing. Conscious because you're focused and aware on the breath. Connected is because there's no breaks between breath, and breathing because that's what we're doing. The technique I'm going to show you right now quickly, and I'll remind you on the day, is 2 breaths in, 1 breath out, all through the mouth. That's right. In yoga, in life, everywhere else, for 23.5 hours a day, you should always be breathing through your nose. Don't breathe through your mouth. But in breath work, we're trying to get a little deeper. We're turning on the stress response. So we breathe into our mouths and we breathe into our belly, chest, and release. Belly, chest, release. And I'll show you that many, many times on the day as well. My teacher says that the reason why we breathe through our mouths to get deeper is because when we are stressed, or if we're have a difficult moment, a lot of times if we're scared, we breathe through our mouths and keep it there. So this helps us open that up and allow it to come out. We're going to be lying on the floor and breathing, and that's all you need to focus on. Just let whatever come in, come in. There's going to be about 7 songs. I'm going to coach you through all of that. Then we'll let out a big yell where we're going to let everything out. And then there's going to be a rest song where you do nothing. Then the next song, I'm going to guide you through some heart-opening moments where we raise our hand in the air, and we're going to be bringing moments into our hearts of gratitude from the past, some moments in the future, some moments of right now, lots of moments. Then we relax. We do the work, the breath work, for all the moments that come after. That's when you connect to your true self. The breath work basically is the thing that gets you to the thing. Breath work is work, and it can be intense. I want to make that clear. This is not just a little meditation. If it's getting too intense, you can always slow it down a little by taking a couple of little nose breaths. But we're not in the jungle doing ayahuasca. We're on the floor laying down and breathing, so try not to breathe through your nose if you can. Your brain is going to try to mess you up. It's not going to want you to do that, but if you stay strong and if you push yourself and you don't take those nose breaths, then the bigger the transformation will be. Okay, things that can happen. Physically, there's tingling in your hands. You can get dizziness. You can have cramping. You can get hot. You can get cold. I'm always hot in life. Breath work, I get freezing. Then there's something called tetany, which is lobster claws, where your body seizes up like this a little bit. Don't worry, you're not having a stroke, you're not gonna pass out, and even if you did, you're just lying on the floor. 2 reasons why this happens. One is that you can have a deficiency of calcium, magnesium, or potassium, or the second, you could be pushing the exhale. So you could be going in, and that throws off the CO2 to oxygen balance, and that's why that happens. All the work should be done on the inhale. Emotionally, things are going to come up. Let them come up. Let them out. Don't hold them inside. That's how we get stressed. That's how we get sick. Just give yourself permission to cry. It's not a requirement, but it is appreciated. If you're crying and I'm like, keep breathing, don't listen to me. Let that pass. Have your moment and then come back to the breathing. Mentally is probably the hardest thing that happens. It's because we want control. Your brain doesn't want you to do anything different. It wants to keep you safe, and not doing this so far in your life has kept you alive. So the brain thinks, it's not sure what'll happen if you do this. The brain doesn't know the difference between lying down and breathing and being chased by a saber-toothed tiger in the jungle. So for us to have breakthroughs, we need to break through that. We need to override the brain. And as I said, it can be intense. But to have the results, you need to work hard. So basically, we override this. We override these thoughts with something called transient hyperfrontality, which is a big word, but basically it means that it just shuts off the ego. It shuts off the little voice in your head that says you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not funny enough, you're not spiritual enough, you're not knowledgeable enough, not lovable enough. You are. Breath work helps shut that voice off. And the brain's going to keep fighting. And that's awesome because it just doesn't know any better. So it's going to say that you're not breathing right. It's going to say that you should move your arms, or what should I eat later? Or, I can't do this. I'm not feeling anything. This is weird. I don't need this. We have to override that. You can get the breakthroughs. You can go deeper. as I said, this can be intense. We're just gonna focus on the breath. It's gonna be 2 breaths in, 1 breath out, all through the mouth. I'm gonna show you again tomorrow, or whenever we take the class. First breath is 85% into the belly. Rest is into the chest, into the heart, and release. Belly, chest, release. And you'll be lying down. Also, if you're new, which most of you are, you might not feel anything for the first few songs. I didn't feel anything for the first few songs. It happens to many people. But after 3 or 4 songs, you'll probably feel it. So I'm gonna reiterate that all. I just want to give you a quick heads up. It can be intense. We breathe through the mouth, not through the nose. If you're really going off the deep end, which, you know, you could take a couple nose breaths, it'll slow it down. But don't do that out of fear. Only do it if you're really, really freaking out. All right, see you guys.